So
Hey,
look,
hold up, tell them niggas to subscribe.
What's your YouTube channel name?
WakeUpAce.
WakeUpAce? Hey, subscribe to WakeUpAce.
Like it's 2K. See your girl, I say hey. See the cheese, I say go. Cut the pen like Naruto.
Ones men don't need to be crying in front of women, and ideally they're not splitting chores. And I don't mean that
I'm not gonna watch the intro.
Men
I'm gonna skip through.
are
I'm not gonna watch the whole
designed
vid.
to want to sleep with multiple women.
Men are designed to want to see a woman. Men lust just as much as women lust. I wouldn't say just as much. Probably that men, it probably is more lust, but they're not designed. Like men aren't made to like, you know what I'm saying? That's not men's purpose to be on earth to want to sleep with multiple women. Just because you lust for other women doesn't mean that's what you're supposed to do. So like, no, bro, no. Alphas and betas. What, bro? This is actually alphas and betas is a real thing? A real like categories?
Yeah, I would say I definitely agree that men, want to sleep with multiple women. I think it's natural because
You may like want to, or not even want to, just like sometimes your eyes do lust, bro. Like obviously you lust, but it doesn't mean you act on it. Doesn't mean you like, you know what I mean? Like doesn't mean you always think that way neither too, bro. Like especially if you have like a girlfriend or something like a wife, bro, or something like that, bro. Like you may see an attractive girl, but you can think that they're just attractive. You don't have to think lustfully toward them, bro.
one of the things
That's
is
the
because
trick,
we,
bro.
we
Like,
have so much
really.
sperm, and that we produce so much sperm, and that makes us want to repopulate the earth basically. And so a lot of times what happens is I think that society is telling men not to do that for whatever reason, you know what I mean? And some guys fall into that, but I definitely believe that, men actually want to be with multiple women because it's just a natural thing in us. This is why you hear all the time, men always cheating and guys feel like they, trying to hide the cheating and everything like that. And if it was natural for them to just want to be with that one woman, then cheating wouldn't even be an
He
issue.
definitely got caught cheating, bro.
I'm saying, so that's how I look at it.
Yeah, I think
But
for
I don't agree with that at all.
the way we were cultured, I agree with that, but also too just through human history, right? For survival,
So
I mean, maybe this is old school thinking, but it's just like for survival, you need to have lots of kids. So if someone's pregnant, how do you keep multiplying? You just more women, right? Not saying it's right or wrong, but it's just kind of the way. I think women even cheat too. It's like 50-50.
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
it
women
is. It is because exactly people lust. So it's like people have lust in their hearts. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Right? It's like it's better to grow together with somebody
That's
than
kinda
multiple
stupid.
people, which I totally agree. But I think in the dating terms, it's like there's nothing wrong.
Oh,
with
so this is
being
only
multiple
men.
women,
It's only men. There's no like
because
women people.
I think that's just dating.
It's
It's
okay.
experimenting. It's finding other people. But are we naturally made to just always be with one person? It's like if that were true, then these first thoughts.
And it also comes down to like how you like believe, like just your morals and beliefs. Like I'm Christian. I believe in Christianity. So I believe that yes, we are supposed to be for one person. Like if we're gonna be one person, like that's my beliefs. But yeah, y'all can still slide, bro. Yes, y'all can still slide if y'all want to come, bro. Let me see, bro. Chat. RJ's calling me, bro. Like, bro. Like, hold up, chat. Well, I'm calling him back. Not answering though, so whatever.
Being with another woman, even though I'm in a committed relationship.
Chad said we are often blind by pleasures. It's okay to chase pleasures with it. Wait, hold up. He's calling me. I'll read it after. Yo. Yo. Yo.
Do you still want us to slide? We're leaving Walmart right now.
It's up to y'all.
Bro, yes or no?
It's up to y'all.
And that's why we're asking, dummy.
It's up to y'all.
Um,
It's up to them if they want to come. Like that means yes, bro. It's up to y'all. If y'all, I'm not like. Do you still want us to come? I don't care if y'all come. You can. You can. We are often blind by pleasure. It's okay to chase pleasure when it doesn't hurt someone else, but to know a decision will hurt someone and still make pleasure is wrong. Yeah, for sure, 100%. But even still, even if you're not
But it
hurting
comes up
someone,
once in a while. But it doesn't mean
one
I'm
that,
acting
like,
upon it.
you shouldn't
So
Yeah,
might
true,
be being
acting.
generous
You
about
talked
saying
about
once in a while. Probably comes up quite a bit.
it depends what kind of relationship you're in, I guess, or how good of a day it is, right? Like, but I would say for me, if it was totally natural, even though I was nurtured into only being with one woman, that these thoughts wouldn't occur then.
Right, and the thing with me, I'm not monogamous, so I have a wife, I have a girlfriend, and I still, from time to time hook up with other girls. You know what I mean? And so, and I think
Oh, he's him.
it
I
feels
guess not
regular to
really
me. It
though.
doesn't feel like I'm trying to do it or doing it because I'm forcing myself. It just feels just natural, like it's something I want to do. You know what I mean? And so to not do it feels unnatural. You might just want this one woman for a relationship. I can understand that. But sexually, though, I think it's all BS.
Yeah, I agree. I think a man can absolutely be head over heels.
You actually have a pea brain. Says the person that couldn't make up their mind if they want to come or not, bro. I clearly said if you want, you asked me, do you still want us to come? I don't care if y'all come, which is why, like, I don't care. Like, you, of course, y'all welcome, bro. I want y'all, but like, if you want to slide, like, yeah, for sure, slide. But if you don't slide, it's okay, bro. Like, it's fine. Like, that's why I said it's up to y'all, bro.
Woman and still sleep with other women and it not mean anything to him.
Right.
And I think all men have the proclivity to want to sleep with other women. Now, whether they're able to speak to that and actually act on that or not, or if they've been able to, like you said, like religiously find a way to work around it. And I think religion has been great for that, because if it weren't for religion, we probably would not have society. But I think what's most important to identify is that a man should create choice in his life. And if you have choice, you should be able to do as you wish, particularly like in your case, like in my case, if there's no deceit.
Exactly.
It's the lying that, in my opinion, is actually the overall problem when guys, tend to go outside of a
Okay. So
relationship. They
he's
lie.
making the same. He's making the same point as Chat was saying. Making the same point that what they were saying.
Right.
So it's just
That's the
kind of.
problem.
So when I
I
was
see it.
growing up, I was under the belief of just being with one woman, right? Like I was a virgin for a very long time. Then one girl broke my heart. So that caused like a lot of insecurity, resentment towards the other side, right? And then I just became like a man whore for a little bit.
The problem is you have guys who are monogamous, but they're monogamous because they're
A
forced.
lot of a lot of people go through that. A lot of people go through that. By the way, a lot of people get their heart broken, then they start doing the heartbreaking, bro. That's what a lot of people do, bro. You can't do that, bro. You really can't, bro. And you'll realize once you mature out of that stage, it may be a point in your life where you might have to do it just so you realize that what you're doing is stupid.
Monogamous in a way, meaning that they have no choice because they don't have the
But I'm
skill
curious to see what the
doing it, but you didn't want to.
I think it's a society thing. Like what you just said, who's making them feel guilty about not doing it? Other men. The reason, I think women and men, the question was, do you feel that men are meant to sleep with multiple women? Or they're just,
designed.
that's
Yeah,
what they
you're not
do.
designed
And
to
I don't
sleep with
think that's
multiple
true.
women, bro.
I think it's a part of
Yeah,
your
no, bro.
character and who you
You
are. I
may
do believe.
you may want to, and again, lust, bro, especially nowadays with social media, bro, it's so hard to like not see like women, bro, especially with OnlyFans and stuff like that. But bro, you're not designed, men aren't designed, created to want to sleep with other like women, bro. It's just like,
That if you're going to be honest with your partner is into it. But do I believe that we are
yes,
biologically
we do
meant,
lust.
and it's in our head because we have to procreate and this and that? I don't believe that. I believe the reason we do it a lot is because it's looked upon as a great thing for men to have multiple women.
I don't like painting nails like on guys for real, bro, but it's actually tough.
Women are shamed for that. Shamed totally. I have one son and two daughters, and I know the difference of how I felt when they were 15. They're in their 20s now. They were 15 versus him having multiple partners or my daughter.
So if I could struck a check for $1 million and never feel that feeling again, I absolutely would. I really, really would. It's something that I really hated myself for, and I felt very apart. I grew up in the South Louisiana. It was a Bible Belt, and I felt very distant from people around me because I had this urge in me and could not understand why I was so different. Like the biggest self-hate I've ever felt in my life is
Bro,
over
you're
this
not
particular
different.
subject. I thought I was broken.
And I understand you. And me, again, I'm going to.
Bro, you're not different, bro. Every guy deals with that. Every guy deals with wanting to like every I feel like everybody deals with it. Not even just guys, girls as well. A lot of people deal with lust, bro. Just like but and it's not like, bro, obviously something that's meant like something that's supposed to be done right is not gonna be done easily. That's good, Ace. Good job, boy. Something that's supposed to be done right is not done easily, bro. Like, so it's clear that it's easy. It's the easy thing to do to just have multiple women around. But the hard thing is to grow and grow and attach with one person and be owe another person, bro. That's hard, bro. So it's better to want to do that because it's hard. In my opinion, it's the harder thing, bro. Who wants to do the easy route, bro, and be with multiple women, bro? All right, come on, bro.
Like with, just
And you're
being
not
around it.
designed to be with
And
multiple women. You're just like just
me,
as
I'm by.
if if you bring up the case that you're designed to be with multiple women just because you have the natural urge, you also can bring up the fact that some people might not like feel that way. So like, how are those other people? Are they broken just because they don't feel that they're designed to be with multiple women? So like, you know what I mean? If everyone did the same, if everyone did everything they wanted to because it felt good, that's what creates false sense of safety. Wait, let me read that again. If everyone did everything they wanted to because it feels good, that creates a false sense of safety. Elaborate more on that, chat.
I've always
Hey,
had
Devon.
been. But like you heard
Elaborate
me
more on
say,
that,
I've been
Devon.
married to a woman for 30 years. And I've been
Elaborate more on that,
committed for
Devon.
30 years. It doesn't that I don't have that desire. It's my character to say, this is my person, and that's who I want to be with.
So that's what
you're
I
making
sure,
the character
for sure.
versus is the drive.
I was gonna
Right.
say.
But then that goes back to, are we just built that way? Because if we're just built that
Yeah.
way as men,
Submissive women are more attractive than dominating women.
Oh,
Submissive women are more. That's just a preference, bro. It's just like a preference.
yeah, you know.
False sense that you are more privileged to things because you like them. Everyone likes them. There's more false in fighting those things. False sense that you are more privileged to things because you like them. Everyone likes them. There's more false in fighting those things. There's more cause in fighting those things. I kind of see what you mean. I still don't really understand too much. But
Hell yeah. Listen, my shirt says submissive women are sexy. Okay, so
Yeah, it's true, man. It's true. And look, I think one of the most beautiful things
that
about
is
love
true.
is being able to fully take care of a woman in every way, whether that's emotionally, protecting, providing, everything about that.
I really don't want to care about this question because it's just a preference, bro. Like submissive or dominated women doesn't like. There's no like debate on this, bro. It's
saying
like
that women, they're like going home crying, looking for men. I think it's also that societal
it just
pressure that
depends,
tells
bro.
you at the same time you have to.
However you feel, bro. Like I don't really
I
care,
am great at sex.
bro. What are these questions? Like I am great. What? I'm at work value. No, for sure, for sure. Bro, what are these questions, bro? So we get a good topic about something, then they talk about submissive or dominating women, and then they talk about I'm great at sex, like yes or no, bro. Like what? Like what is this? What are these
Oh, come
questions,
on,
bro?
man.
I mean, I have a lot to learn.
I mean, I have a lot to learn. Like, bro, come on, dude. Seriously, bro.
I love this question.
Bro, what kind of question is that, bro? Who are behind these Jubilee questions, bro? What?
Prove it.
Women should not be in position of power.
now.
See, now this is a better
Women
question, bro.
should not be in position of power.
This is a better question, bro.
Game
Women should not
over.
be. Now let me think. Women should not be in position of power. I'm not against it at all. I'm not against it at all. But I don't think that. I don't know, bro. I'm not against it at all, bro. Like that's women should not be in a position of power. They can, bro. As long as like, bro, it doesn't matter. That's so whack. Anyone is capable of being power. Yeah, of course. Like, I was trying to think if there's anything, but like, bro, anyone can be, as long as it doesn't even matter about women or men. It's just about the person, bro. But I do know a lot of women tend to try to. I believe no one should have more power than other. Yeah, that's what I was about to get into. Hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion for your channel, bro. Shut up, bro. Bot. Anyway, bro. Anyway, bro. Um. Yeah, bro.
his hat says, I'm the only one. I think a woman can be in a position of power only by herself, but not in relation to being in a relationship with a man. Because when she's in a relationship with a man, the man has to be the leader. The man has to be the one that's guiding the
Oh yeah,
situation,
for
directing.
sure. Okay, yeah, I agree with that. I would agree with that. There shouldn't be a woman in power of a relationship. Now she can run certain things in the relationship, like be ahead of certain things, like if the man doesn't know how to do certain things that she does. But overall in the relationship, yeah, for sure, the man should be the leader, bro. Yeah, of course.
situation. If it's
But in
in
position
any
of
other
power in
situation by
terms of like
herself with work, with her,
society, or like, no one runs a relationship. You think so?
whatever, she can do whatever she.
I think the man I think the man should I think men should I think it's a relationship. I don't know. I think men should be, a little more dominant in the relationship, bro. In a intertwined relationship, I think a man should be a little more dominant, bro. It doesn't have to be crazy amount. It doesn't have to be like 75-25, but I think 60-40 is a good 60-40 is a good in terms of like leadership. Relationship implies that both bring something to the table. Of course, the relationship, but in terms of like decision making, but like in terms of like leadership, in terms of like decision making, big or small, I think the man should run more of the things like dates, certain things that the relationship goes on, bills, certain things like that. I think the man should lead that in terms of like decision making. Now, if it's like, I think the man should, men are supposed to be providers. They're supposed to hold leadership, in my opinion. So I think that, yeah, I agree with this guy for sure.
Game
I'm saying.
over.
Now
Your
in
game
society,
is
obviously,
over.
it's different. We have a woman vice president, bro. I don't
I
think she's done
first want
anything
to
wrong.
ask because there's a lot of has to have to's, but like not really a reason behind it.
When you say that, that means a woman can't make as good decisions as a man. I didn't say that, but I didn't say that. What? I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I told you, bro. I didn't think it had to be crazy, but I think, bro, I think women should listen to their men. Yeah, in certain situations, in certain instances, bro. I didn't say women can't make decisions. Women can definitely have it. That's what that means. Not necessarily, bro. You said men are better decision makers. I did not say that. Did not come out of my mouth, bro. I don't think. I said men should be the decision makers in a relationship. I didn't say men make better decisions. That means they don't have the power to make decisions for themselves. That's what that means. That's what it means. That's not what it means. Just because I said men should be doesn't mean they're better. Some men aren't better. Some men can't make good decisions. But in a relationship, like that's just the guy not being a good decision maker. But if I'm in a relationship with a girl, bro, I want to be a leader, bro. I want to be a decision maker, bro. So like, if I'm it's not like she. I mean, she can take me on a date and stuff like, duh. Like, it's 2024, bro. Times are different. But I'm like, if I'm thinking about women should not be in a position of power in a relationship, I don't think it should be necessarily 50-50. I think it should be like right here, bro. Men should have a little more say just because, yeah, I want to take her out more. I'm going to be buying her flowers. Like, I'm going to be doing certain things, decision making level, in terms of bills, in terms of groceries, in terms of things like that. If we're living together, married. So, yeah, I'm going to do more decision making. And it's not because I feel like I'm better than you. It's just men, women standards. Not because I feel like I'm better than you. Not because I feel like I'm doing this or that. I just think that I'm a man. I should do this. Like, this is what I should do. Not because I feel like I'm better than you. I just feel like I should do. So that's what I'm saying. You both should lead your own lives and help each other. Yeah, but if we're living in the same house, eating out of the same groceries, under the same roof, doing certain things together, same cars, stuff like that. Obviously, you're gonna have decisions to make with bills, your livelihood, things of that nature. Especially if you're married with joint bank accounts, of course, I'm gonna be making more. I feel like as a man, you should make more decisions and lead your spouse. And obviously, she can have an input in my decisions, and her viewpoint and stuff is obviously gonna like. I'm trying to make sure both parties are happy, of course. But it's not because I feel like I'm better than you. It's just because I feel like I'm a man and that's my role. Like, that's just how I feel. You don't have a joint bank account unless you choose to. Bro, most marriages, I bet you there's a higher percent of marriages that have a joint bank account than then nah, bro. Maybe it might not be that close, but it probably is higher, bro. So, but I'm saying that's something to lead about, something to think about. Like, so
That's like,
decisions
what's your
made,
reason
I think
behind like
I should make
why
those
a
because
man
I'm the
has to
man,
be
not because I feel like I'm
in
better
power?
than you,
Why
because I
can't
feel
a
like I
woman
should,
be?
because that's my
Power
role
is
as a
such a
man.
weird
Like,
word. I'll say more like the leadership role.
that's just how it
And the
is.
thing is that a man has to lead a woman. He has to
Look,
guide a
Yap
woman because
says,
what happens is that
like
when
to
it's
this.
the opposite, when a woman is leading that man, she usually loses respect for him. When she's in a relationship with a man who is, under
For
her,
real,
who's
too.
submissive to her in a lot of different situations, then she starts to lose respect for him because she's looking for a man to lead and guide her. If you notice, they have
Most marriages should be a prenup. Most marriages should get a prenup. They don't do to the preconceived nothing that women don't make enough money.
Well, if you look at them
I don't think most marriages
psychologically, they
have a
have past
notion.
traumas and issues probably. But like,
I
look,
don't think most
there's
marriages
women
have
for
a
you,
prenup,
right?
bro.
I mean,
Like,
like,
if we looked
you're
up the
on a
stats,
different
bro,
scale.
I
What I
think
would
more
say,
marriages are
some
joined
women
together,
want a
bro.
guy like you because they don't want to do anything, right? They don't want to take that position. I'm around a lot of women who don't want that. They're in.
Bro, let's look this up, bro. What's the percentage, like, prenuptial agreements? It incredibly helpful. Has been found that only 10% that they are only used in about 10% of marriages. So your point is wrong. Only 10% of marriages are prenuptial agreements, bro. While prenuptial agreements can be incredibly helpful, it's only you seeing this just like me, right? 10% of marriages are prenups, bro. I told you that's way worse than I was thinking. I was thinking maybe like 40, 30%. It's only 10% of marriages sign a prenup, bro. Most marriages, I told you, most marriages have a joint bank account. You're spinning a narrative. How am I spinning a narrative? You see the facts right here, do you not? You see the facts right here, do you not? Premarital agreement stats, 2024. I'm done. Bro, I'm just saying, you see this? Bro, it's hard to understand what you're saying. How am I spinning a narrative? That don't mean men take the whole role. I didn't say men take the whole role. I just said a little. I really said a little bit. I really said a little bit higher, bro. I didn't say it should be a crazy amount. But I think men and women, I think men should lead and women should follow in terms of certain things like bills, in a marriage at least, bills, different things like that. And even if they're dating, certain dates, certain things like that. Of course, the women's point of view, of course, the woman's side is going to be a factor in the decision making. That's why I said it's not that crazy. But I think a man should lead. And I think women would agree with me, bro. I don't think women want somebody where it's like complete. Some women might want complete 50-50 equalness, but some women want a man that's going to take initiative. Some women are going to want a man that's going to take initiative in certain things and lead the way and guide the way. They're not going to want to do everything 50-50,
Power, not
bro.
just in work,
I think women
career,
would agree with me,
at
bro.
home.
I've had people tell me
I
that
know a
too.
lot of them. I do
So it's
business.
like,
I find women much more pleasant.
let's see what the next
A
question is, bro.
man can just be friends
I don't think
with an
that's
attractive.
crazy. A man can just be friends with attractive women. I think yes, but I think most of the time no, because men are obviously lustful and full of lust. I think it's possible for sure. I think it's been done for sure. I think it's possible if you have self control. If you know you don't have self control, then don't do it. If you know you don't have self control, then don't do it. Because then you're just gonna be talking to be friends with her just because she's attractive. Like you don't even like her, bro. She talking to you about her day and you just looking at her type. You know what I mean? Lustfully. So I like like if you know you know like
Woman.
if you can
can.
Cat.
it definitely
No
you definitely
technicalities,
can.
bro.
Like you
So I
definitely
think it's
can.
all about, again, as we've been saying before, it's all about choices. I think if you find a woman attractive, it depends on, are you gonna choose to pursue her or not? But for some of us,
You definitely
like
can, man.
if we're speaking from personal experience, I've met many attractive women, and that's not the only thing that I'm looking for. It's also about personality. So she can be a 10, but if it's like the personality is just someone who doesn't challenge me on a spiritual level, emotional level.
Let's see what he talking about in the group chat, y'all. I already knew he was finna yap in here. I already knew he was finna yap in here, y'all. I already knew it.
Telling his chat that he believes that men should have more responsibility and more power than women in the relationship.
Yes, I fully agree. Bro, most women too, I'm trying to tell you, most women don't want a 50-50 relationship. They want a man that can take initiative and lead the way and guide the way, make decisions. Like, bro, I don't think that's crazy to say. I don't think that's ridiculous to say, bro. I don't think relationships should be necessarily 100% 50-50. Whether, even if it's like a little 55-45, I think that's perfect too, bro. But it shouldn't be necessarily 50.
Someone who also is like emotionally unavailable, like, then it doesn't really matter.
I have friends who, like, I would consider very attractive, but then at the same time, and when I think about
And I'm not saying nothing's wrong with 50-50. 50-50 relationship is fine. Like, you know what I mean, bro? But like, I like 50-50 relationship is fine too. But I'm just saying, a lot of women, most women in general, just want a man that can take initiative, like can pick a date spot, like not always asking, "Oh, do you want to?" Like always, that's what when I think of 50-50, I'm thinking you're asking in agreement. You're always thinking agreement, like you're not taking initiative in anything. You're just doing things. So every date I gotta ask you, is this good? I can't just take you out on a date. That's taking initiative. That's leading. So like, bro, you know what I mean, bro? Like, in my opinion, bro, like 50-50, I'm thinking like you always have to be in agreement. So I can't even take you out on a date. I always gotta ask you about agreement on taking on your date. I can't just take you out on a date. That's not me leading the way. If I'm leading, if I can just take you out on a date, take you to somewhere, go on a date like that. That's leading the way. That's taking initiative, bro. So yeah, bro, I'm gonna do that, bro, because first off, girls find it attractive. Second off, I'm a man. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's what I've been taught to do. That's what I think should happen. I believe that should happen. If every time you gotta ask your girl, oh, you wanna go here, you wanna go there, you wanna do this, you can't just plan something and take initiative and be a leader, then bro, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm not saying that's a bad relationship, bro, but me personally, I don't wanna be in a relationship like that. I want to be able to take initiative. I want to be able to do certain things without always having to be 50-50 agreement, bro. I want to make certain, leadership. I want to do certain things. I want to say certain, I want to, I want to lead the way. I'm a man.
Not doing that literally, but that's where the notion comes from. That notion creates that sort of mindset. Okay, now, take away men and women and make everybody the same thing. Man and women the exact same thing because in actuality we are
No,
the
you
same
can't
thing,
do that.
right? So make us the same thing, right? We don't need.
You can't just say make no, bro. You can't do that. Sorry.
Okay, think about that. Think about what you just said, Asa.
What did I just say, bro? 10 seconds.
50-50, I'm thinking, like, you always have to be in agreement. So I can't even take you out on a date. I always got to ask you about agreement on taking on a date. I can't just take you out on a date. That's not me leading the way. Okay, now,
Let me see what he has to say, bro.
you can't take her out on mad because you can't take her out on a date, even though she doesn't want to go out on the date. That's literally forcing her to go out on a date she doesn't want to go on. That's fucking wrong. That's wrong.
Yeah, chat, he's yapping. I'm not listening to what he has to say.
I
Chat, he's
wouldn't be able to
yapping, bro.
stand like
He's
being
too far
alone in a
gone.
room with them for like more than like 10 minutes. You know what I mean?
If we're in a relationship and if you feel like I'm forcing you on a date, well, that's a horrible relationship. Damon, you're clear. Hey, I'm off the. Hey, I'm definitely off this topic after what you just said. If I'm in a relationship and you think and the other person thinks that they're going on a date that I don't want to, and you feel like that's wrong, and we're dating, dude, I don't know what else to tell you, bro. Like you're just like you're cooked. Brain like. So I don't know, bro. I don't know what else to tell him, bro. That's complete and utter
Acknowledge
like.
if like certain female friends of mine are attractive, but doesn't mean I'm like sexually attracted to
A
them.
man can just be
And
an attractive.
it comes to a point where like I see them
A
as
man
like
should not cry in front of his kids.
A man?
My dad hasn't. I don't think. So I don't know, bro. A man should not cry in front of his kids, bro. I'm trying to think, chat. I got a pimple right here. It's pissing me off. I don't know, chat. It depends what it is. It depends what the situation is, bro. Cause like if you a father, grown man, just in general, if you a grown man crying all the time, bro, like that just in general. If you're just a person in general crying all the time, bro. I mean, if that's the way you show emotion, then yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I guess, bro, but I don't think it's necessarily healthy to be always crying all the time, just in general, like girl or boy. But I don't know, bro. A man should not cry in front of his kids. I don't think it's not, it should not. I just don't think you should make it common to. And I don't think that's crazy. I don't think you should make it common to cry in front of your kids all the time. Like, if that's your way of showing emotion, that's fine. But there's certain things. It depends too, like how old your kids are, certain things like that. Because if I'm growing up, I'm seeing my dad cry all the time. Like I'm thinking this is an acceptable way to just show emotion. So I'm gonna be crying all the time, out and about, bro. Like you know what I mean? That just puts like if you're out in public crying, you know what I mean? Like that just I feel like that puts people in a kind of like weird situation. At least like you know what I mean? Like y'all know what I mean? I don't know though. I'm actually
Should
curious to see what
not
people.
cry
I'm
in
curious to
front
see
of
what people have to say.
I'm happy. I'm like laughing. I'm like, but other than that, man, no, not at all.
Not at
Come the
all.
heat.
Here come the heat is crazy.
Can the person who like has kids?
I was gonna, but look, I have a father who I've never seen cry, so I get that. I was that man. Again, you have to understand my kids. My middle daughter, who I'm going to talk about, is 26 years old. Now, for some reason, out of all
He's
three of my
old.
children, that middle girl, from the time she turned 13 to 17, 18, we just butted heads.
Not that
Butted
bringing up the
heads,
nigga
right?
Walker.
And the relationship wasn't
Bring
going
up
to
this
where it
nigga
should be
Justin
going. And I want
Walker
to be
out
close to
there.
my kids.
Who is
We
Justin
sat down.
Walker?
She was about 20, maybe 19, 20 years old. We had a
Who is Justin
heart-to-heart
Walker?
about our
Is
feelings,
this Justin Walker? Is this Justin Walker?
how we really felt about each other, and I cried. And 6 years later, some years later, better relationship than we've ever had because she saw a human part of me and not just me trying to be what you guys are talking about, which is a good thing too.
Blue shirt
You can
dude.
count, my wife can count on one hand how many times she's
Blue
seen me
shirt
cry. I
dude.
think my son
He been
had, my other daughter
yapping
had
good.
it. But I'm going to tell you, for that enriching moment, and that's again,
The question is, a man should not cry in front of his kids. I think he a friend of Andrew Tate. Oh, bad. Bro, yeah, I haven't even kept up with Andrew Tate since like 2021, bro. I be seeing him on my feed sometimes, bro, but that's about it. But the question is, a man should not cry in front of his kids. I don't know, bro. I don't think you should make it a practice of crying in front of your kids. Like maybe
years
once,
of
twice.
having those tears with
I
her
don't think you should be
and talking about
crying
how
in front of
important
your
it
kids.
was
It's heavy, bro.
that our relationship worked, and then hear her come back and saying she felt the
I think it'd
same
be
way and
bad for your
breaking
kid.
through that. I'm the father. I'm going to be the strong one. Made her break down, and both of us be closer than we ever have been.
Can I ask you a question about that? Do you think that if you could have set her down earlier than the age that you did and just had a vulnerable conversation, that maybe it could have happened? Like it wouldn't have had to build all the way up to tears?
Bro, he definitely Andrew Tate friend because look at him, bro. Shirt all unbuttoned.
She wouldn't have been able to hear it, or
bro.
Because
bro,
what was going
hard,
on,
bro.
from my understanding of our relationship, is
very
that
hard.
you know, young people, I'm very independent. My children are very independent. They don't want to be controlled in a certain way. And as a father, you still have to keep that control. She was only seeing that side. So she was only seeing this domineering person trying to squish what she thought that she wanted to be or who she wanted to be. And that wasn't it. I was just trying to play the father role. I saw my dad do it. Never a tear. He's that man, you know, and I was raised by that man, and I took that on. I remember sitting my son down and telling him, boys don't cry. And I still to this day regret that. And I still talk to him. He's 24. I still talk to him about I was wrong.
Guy's old,
because I do not think that's the way we're supposed to live our lives. And I think that's why you go back to the statistic of how a lot of men are depressed. We're supposed to have emotions. We're human. Now, I don't believe every time you turn around, you should be in front of your children, ooh, and your wife, like, you know,
Yeah,
I think that's a drastic thing.
Facts. I agree.
But I know dropping a tear as a father for me made a relationship and so much closer and so much better than it would.
Okay,
I'm telling you, I know than it would have ever been.
You don't think you could have shown their vulnerability without the tear?
No.
Lemonade, pet, insurance.
I see what he's saying.
My dad
was capable of expressing emotion, not from the standpoint of being a whiny little baby. He held it down on my family. My parents are the happiest couple
My
I've ever
brother over
seen, still
there
to
need
this
to hit the
day.
gym though.
But my dad
Bro,
was
for
able
real,
to, and still
bro.
is able to, at funerals, be able to show emotion, during movies when he feels the emotion, be able to show up and do that.
Hey, crying during
I'd
a movie
never
is
see him
crazy in my
whining
opinion.
about like what you guys are saying, whining about just issues happening in his life, like at work and what he's doing. Never. He deals with that on his own. But he is showing up vulnerably
For sure.
when he is experiencing an emotion, not from a whiny baby place, but from a freeness that he has with it. And I even think like when I first went out to college, you know, he's tearing up too.
So I would just like to say, this is a field I specialize in. I'm a program manager for a nonprofit that focuses on mental health.
Okay, that makes sense, bro. I think the biggest question was women should not be in positions of power. And the thing, and I'm just gonna wrap this video up with this, bro. I think women, in terms of society, in terms of everything like that, bro. Women, of course, are capable of being in power. Anybody's capable of being in power. But in terms of relationships, bro, in terms of relationships, I truly think, and it's truly also, this is my beliefs, bro. I'm a Christian, bro. So I believe it, that men should lead. So in my opinion, a relationship shouldn't just be necessarily 50-50. It should be at least 55-45 or 60-40. I don't think it should be completely. No, I say keep them out of positions of power because they won't make rational choices. Bro, not all women are incapable of making rational choices, bro. You can't say that, bro. Because some women are smart, some women are not. Just because you've probably seen most women, just because you've seen most women not make rational decisions doesn't mean all women can't, bro. So that's kind of, you know what I mean, bro? But I think that it should, in a relationship, in a marriage, dating, I think it should be 55-45, 60-40. I think a man should be able to lead a woman. He should be able to take a woman on a date without trying to agree all the time. Take a woman on, dates, travel. I think men should, if you're in a marriage, I think men should be able to handle finances, handle, the bills, groceries, things of that nature that they're sharing. I think she should be able to make those decisions. Not because I think a man is better decision maker than a woman, but I think that's just a man's role. And that's literally my belief, bro. All women base their choices off emotion. Not all, bro. And there's some dudes that base their choices off emotion too, bro. So I'm not gonna lie, bro. Some dudes out here, bro, they be making their choices off on emotion too. So I don't know, bro. My friend, he was saying, I don't know, bro. Asa also replied to a version saying men and women are equal. Bro, this is also my belief, bro. I'm a Christian, bro. So my Christian belief is men should lead in terms of relationships, bro. So that's just my Christian belief, bro. Like, it says that clearly in the Bible multiple times, bro. I think man should lead. I don't think man is better than women. I don't think it's because men are better decision makers. I don't think none of that. I just think that there are certain things that men should do just because they are men. That's literally I don't think that's crazy.
Psych, you know that I lie. Talk shit on the gang and you finna die. Psych, you know that I lie. Talk shit on the gang and you finna die. Psych, you know that I lie. Talk shit on the gang and you finna die. I got a Glock and it gets a hit and speak on my gang and you finna